Digital Romance TV.
Welcome to Digital Romance TV. I'm Joe Amoia, founder and creator of the GPSforlove.com. Have you ever been interested in a guy and you're at that point where you're like questioning to yourself, is this really the kind of guy that I'm looking for? Should I really pursue this guy? Well, if you've ever been in that state, you're going to love this video because today I'm going to give you some clarity on things that you can do to help you recognize if this is really the kind of guy that you're looking for, and you should really invest your time and energy in getting to know him. So the first thing I want you to do is ask yourself this question. And that question is, why am I pursuing this guy? And what you'll notice is you'll come up with one of two things. And this will lead you to two sub-questions. And those sub-questions are, am I really pursuing him because I'm really interested in him? Or am I pursuing him because I've got nothing else better to do? I've got no other better options, and I'm feeling kind of lonely. And so the best way I can explain that scenario is it's kind of like you're hungry and you want to be in shape, like that's your end goal. But because you're so hungry, emotionally, you go to McDonald's or any of those fast food places and you order the extra value, supersized value. Honestly, I don't eat there, so I don't know what those things are called, but you know what I'm talking about. It's those meals that are really big, that are loaded with tons of calories and taste really good. And as you're eating it, you're like, oh man, this is awesome. It's juicy. It's so flavorful. It's everything that I want. And you feel good for what? 5 minutes? And then after you digest it, a little while later, you're just like, oh, this is horrible. Okay, why did I do this? It wasn't what I wanted. And now I feel like crap. And then you start beating yourself up, right? Because it won't give you the result that you're really looking for. It won't give you the fulfillment that you're really looking for. Well, see, if you're pursuing a guy from this place because you're lonely and you've got no better other options, that's coming from a place of fear. And when you pursue a guy from a place of fear, even if you get him, it will never lead to the long-lasting, fulfilling results that you're really looking for. So a lot of this video, a lot of what we're talking about today is you got to be real with yourself. You got to be honest. But that's the only way you're going to be able to create the results that you're really looking for. And so the second question that you're going to ask, the second sub-question, is that, am I pursuing this guy because I truly believe that having him in my life is best for me right now, but more importantly, in the future? See, if you can't answer that question honestly, is this guy what's right and best for me, not only now, but in the future, you got to sit back and you got to do some evaluation. You got to see, okay, is it just because I really don't know him well enough? He seems like my type, but I just got to date him and get to know him more? Or is it because, as I said in question number one, you're afraid, you don't want to be alone, or you have no better options? So this is a lot like eating a good, healthy, nutritious meal. And this is the point where you want to look good, you want to feel good. And so when you're hungry, instead of going to, the fast food place and buying that crap, what you do is you make a decision and say, you know what, I can't do that. That will never lead to the result I'm really looking for. And so you make a decision that you're going to go for the healthy, nutritious meal, whatever that is. And when you do that, not only does it fill you up initially and do you feel good, but it energizes you and it helps you ultimately get the result that you're looking for. See, that's the healthy, nutritious way of going about it. And it works the same exact way in relationships and the same exact way in the guys you pursue. So this is where you got to sit back and really look at things. And a great way to do that is go back and look at your past. Look at the guys you pursued initially. Was it just because you were hungry and you were starving? Give me any meal, I'll just take that, right? And then you do it and it tastes great, but it never leads to the result you want. And you step on that scale 3 weeks, 3 months later, and you go, oh, what the hell did I do? Or is it you're clear that, you know what, you want to be fit and you're willing to make those tough decisions because ultimately, when you do step on that scale, when you do put on that bikini, you're just like, wow, I'm rocking it. This is exactly what I'm looking for. So I know I threw a lot at you today, but again, the reason for this is you want to go deep. You want to learn so that you can do things different and better than most. Because the reality is, and according to a research study that I read, 85% of people will go to their deathbeds never having the happy, truly fulfilling relationship that they really desire. And I know you're sitting there going, well, that sucks, that's depressing. And I always say, yeah, it is if you're part of the 85%. However, if you're part of the 15% who learn how to do things different, who learn how to do things smarter, and learn how to make those tough choices and decisions in a way that will give you the result you want, you will get it. It's simply a matter of time. And so my goal in doing this video today is to give you that inspiration and to help you realize that you can have it and you will have it, but you've got to do some things different. And when you do, I promise one day you'll be looking back and you go, you know what, USOB, you were right. That's my goal. That's my intention. Now it's up to you to go make it happen. As always, it's an honor and privilege to be with you. We'll see you next time. Much love.